All right, everybody. Today's video is the Altruistic Motivator. Now, I talked about the 7 dimensions of motivation. We have 3 more, this one and the last 2. But if you don't or haven't looked at the other motivator videos, go back and check out the very first one, the 7 dimensions of motivation. I promise you, and I truly believe that if you know the answers to why you act the way you act, react the way you react, as well as do the things that you do, I promise you, you'll make smarter decisions. But more importantly, you're going to find yourself in a position of worth. You're going to find yourself in a position of creativity, right? But in order for that to happen, you have to dig deeper and understand why. That's what I'm here to help do, right? So this next one is Altruistic Motivator, video number 5. I hope you enjoy it. All right, y'all. So we're talking about the altruistic motivator, right? And the altruistic motivator is the drive to benefit others at the expense of yourself, right? The drive to benefit others at the expense of yourself, right? The need to sacrifice is key when you score high in this dimension. Now, at times there is a genuine sincerity to help people. Like I really, really want to help, but that's not always the case. This can also be a sign of low self-worth or low self-esteem. And I'll talk more about that here in a second. So having a generally negative overall opinion about yourself, judging yourself, or evaluating yourself critically and really, really harsh is a sign of low self-esteem or low self-worth, right? Think about this. Ask yourself, who do you spend the most time with? Who do you spend the most time with? That is where you get most of your negative opinions about yourself. And the answer should be you. You spend the most time. Your self-talk. Watch what you say to yourself. You might start believing it, right? So when your scores are high in this motivator, you exude empathy. You connect easily with others' feelings and what they're going through. Sometimes you even feel what they feel, right? Those high in this motivation will help and accommodate just about anyone or anyone they can. I'll say it like that. Now, those lower in this motivation will be more discerning about who deserves their support, right? It's a totally different dynamic when it comes to high and low. So let's take a look at some of the strengths as well as the limitations for a high altruistic person. Right? So again, these are the strengths and limitations of a high altruistic person. So when you're high in the altruistic motivator, you're generous with your time and sometimes even some of your possessions. You tend to focus on others more than you do yourself. Selfless support and causes it basically causes you to be vulnerable, and a lot of people take advantage of that. You have a genuine concern for others. Like, it's not fake, it's real, right? When you're high altruistic, your limitations, however, is you tend to value others over yourself. You can also be impractical, right? You overextend your resources, right? It's also hard for you to say no to people and to projects. You take on everything, even though you don't have the time. Sometimes people take advantage of your kindness and they look at your kindness as a weakness and they exploit it. Even though we don't want to believe that, it's true, right? Now, when you're low altruistic, this is a totally different dynamic. Like I said earlier, your strengths are you make the hard decisions. You make the hard people decisions. I don't want to be around it, right? You can separate emotions from actions. You face difficult decisions head on, right? People find it difficult to take advantage of you because you're not, you're discerning of them. However, when you're low altruistic, there's some things that fall in there also that you may forget that helping others also help you. You appear selfish and self-absorbed, even though you may not be. Might seem closed off and reserved, right? You might even be a little impatient. You know what I mean? You need results now, or you just can't deal with what's going on, right? So ask yourself, what resonates with you in this dimension? This motivator, what really stands out to you? How can knowing the information I just shared help you or hurt you? Only one thing left to do, everybody. Please hit subscribe, click the like button, and share. I'll tell you, I truly believe that if we continue to share this information with each other, that we can get more from each other in terms of genuine, authentic beings, right? There makes no sense for everybody to have this information and not share it, right? So I appreciate each one of you for tuning in. Remember to always get up, get active, and get moving. And always, time is life. Big shout out to my boy, Fat Boy Jim. I see you, Coach D. Peace.